What's going on, everyone? Rabid here, and today I have an issue. What is this? So anyway, just take a look at this. You guys hear this? I'm gonna put the mic kind of close so you guys can get this. But my Mini Doge Pro seems to be having issues with the fan. Listen to this. Not sure how that came out. So I'm not sure how that actually sounded, but it's making like some grinding noises. It's the fan. That's actually the one, if you caught that video a month or so ago, that top fan actually quit spinning, and I just gave it a couple flicks here and it started running. It's been running ever since, but it sounds like it's starting to make some noises. So we'll deal with that some other time. It's good to go. It's a gold shell, you know, they're a beast. Anyway, we're looking at some mining expansions here. I'm going to do a little update video on what I got going on. So this is what I currently have running over here, and I plan on moving all this stuff over to there. And I'm also going to be installing a second 30 amp breaker. So I do have the cables kind of wired here. We can see them kind of hanging down, right? So I'm thinking about maybe having a meter box, which is, I don't even know what I did with it. I had it over here, now it's like, but you know the meter box, it's the one I have. It shows you all your power and everything. So I'm going to have one down here and maybe one up just a little bit higher. One for GPUs and ASICs and so on. The other one straight for all my CPUs, because I need more CPU power, guys. So here's one. This is 10-2 cable. It's running in. It'll go to one box. It's going to be on a 30 amp. The other one I still have to install another 30 amp in my panel, and that'll go to that one. So we're going to have two 30 amps coming in here individually, pretty much doubling my current power supply. And then I have this Husky rack all set up in the corner. I moved the little one's PC over a little bit over there. So now I have all this space here. And this one essentially will hold a lot more than these. So right now, this is about a total length of all of this here, as well as a little bit deeper. So in theory, here I have like 5 in a row, as you can see. I could probably get 6 in a row because this space will then all be together. So I can get them a little closer in, so it'll be 6 in a row. And then instead of doubling them up, I can actually go 3 per row for my CPU. So fitting a lot more rigs. In theory, that entire rack could hold, I believe, like 48 CPU rigs. But I kind of have a different plan. If I need another rack, I'm going to move this stuff out of the way and then move that close to the wall. And I should be able to get 2 racks in that entire wall there. And then that door will still be able to open. The measurements work out. It should work in theory. You know, you can't mess with measurements. So maybe you guys have a better idea. Let me know your guys' thoughts on how maybe I should try arranging some things. So I'm thinking about taking this OCTOMINER here, as well as the X8. That can stack on top of it. That can go in the bottom far right corner down there, and that'll stack up nice. It's measured so it'll all fit. Then I could take all those Ipollos and also kind of put them beside it. It'll stack 4 high per Ipollo, and then one will be by itself. The Jazz Miner could squeeze in beside there, and that's about half the rack right there. And then I will have the whole other section of the rack for either I can throw in another GPU rig if the time comes that GPU profitability picks up and I need to do so, or I can just slam in some more ASICs. I'm thinking it'll probably end up being an ASIC route. I also got the mini KD box. Which one is that? I got the KD box Pro as well as the mini Doge Pro, so those will fit there somewhere. I believe I have a KD box 2 that should be here very soon, so that'll fit in there somewhere. And then obviously the CPUs will take up the next 2 or 3 racks depending how my expansion process does go. This is going to be a very slow year for my expansion, but I do have now more power to get in here, so I want to do that. Now this isn't anything like Red Panda. He threw in 400 amps. That's absolutely insane. If I could do that, I 100% would, but I only have a 100 amp service coming in. My lines are all underground, and it's just going to be way too expensive. So I'm only dealing with what I got. So I think these 2 here, and then this is probably my maximum capacity that I'm going to be utilized. So as the future goes on, depending what's profitable, depending what's not, I'll be swapping stuff out for more efficiency stuff, and I'm just going to have to play with what I got. I can't go anything more above this current setup here. All right, so here is the meter box. I put it back over here. Obviously, it's not totally hooked up yet because I got to get it wired in and everything, but I got the other PDU there. This is where I like to keep track of my power because the PDUs I use, they're cheaper and they're actually non-metered, which is why they're cheaper. But I love these PDUs. Let's just have a look at them at the one that I'm currently running right now. That is this guy right here, the exact same one. And it has every plug you need. So there's the C19 plugs. It has 4 of them. That's for anything that's 1500 watts or higher. And then it has a bunch of banks of this C13 plugs. And each one is on its individual kind of little trip breaker itself. So these are 12 amps for the C19s each, and then 8 amps for the C13. So there's a bank of 4 here, and then there's 3 more banks of 4 in the backside. So it's essentially about the same amount of plugs as the big long huge monster ones, but it's split in half and double-sided. Plus it has these C19s. So I really love this style of PDU because it's so compact, easy to fit in places, and it doesn't use too much room. Alright guys, so there we go. Pretty quick video here. Maybe it was boring for some of you guys, maybe not, but this is my crypto mining journey. I'm kind of documenting it and sharing with you guys everything I learn, as well as my expansion processes. So if you guys have any ideas on maybe something I should maybe change or swap around, just let me know in the comment section below. And if any of my videos have ever helped you out, let me know as well. It's much appreciated. I love helping people all the time. But here we go. I'm still 100% bullish on the CPUs, not so much on GPUs anymore. And I'm pretty bullish on a lot of these ETC miners and obviously KD boxes. It's hard to say how those will be once Cadena, the KA3, does drop on Cadena and destroy that hash rate and difficulty. But we'll just see what happens. But, you know, ASIC mining, CPU mining, I feel is a great way moving forward over the GPUs because, you know, what Ethereum did just destroyed the other coins. So in terms of hash rates and difficulty. So it's going to be interesting to see how the next bull run does come around. Anyway, guys, so there's my expansions. It's slowly coming along. Hopefully I'll have this done in a couple days. You know, I would have finished it today maybe, but I'm waiting for maybe a few coins to actually difficulty to hit too high because some days it happens, and then it gives me more incentive to kind of turn off and not worry about too much about the profitability and stuff because the difficulty is too high. But those days haven't come. You know, the CPU difficulty has been fairly low for the past month or so, and that's awesome. We're raking in some decent bank there, but maybe not after this video. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, I'm just kidding, guys. Thank you for checking out this video. I will see you on the next one. Rabid out.